What up, NGB, the gang, NGB, the gang. Now, I have a good one here for you today. As you can see on the screen, we're looking at some legendary Wall Street bets and some YOLOs. Now, if you don't know, YOLO is you only live once. So these people going to be going all in on these trades. And if you don't know, Wall Street Bets is, I think he may explain it, but Wall Street Bets is pretty much a Reddit chat where anything goes. You see an opportunity, you take it. You got $10,000 in your bank account, chuck $999. So let's go. You know I don't like to waste your time, so let's get into these YOLOs, people. See, these people throw some cash.
Simple. By exploiting a Robinhood glitch to YOLO $50,000 of borrowed money with
I like
no
that classical
collateral.
music.
You heard me right. This legend used a goddamn Robinhood infinite money glitch to borrow $50,000 from Robinhood with only $2,000 in his account. After leveraging his account to meet his personal risk tolerance, Control the Narrative went on to engage in the most famous Wall Street Bets YOLO in history. He bought $50,000 in Apple puts just before they reported quarterly earnings. Unfortunately,
So this man had $2,000. He leveraged so high, he was able to utilize $50,000 in just Apple alone. So we don't even know how much he averaged. We're just talking about what he traded in Apple. I'm going to just say that.
Fortunately for Control the Narrative, Apple crushed their earnings and the stock
Let's go.
rocketed up
Is
in
he up?
after-hours trading. For our sake, at market open, this legend decided to record his loss live and capture this priceless moment. That's right, losing a quick $50,000.
Oh yeah, I've seen this guy.
Listen very carefully. You can even hear the exact moment that the soul exits the husk. The legend of Control the Narrative is, of course, an undisputed S tier. There is nowhere else on the internet where you can watch stuff like this unfold. Pioneers like Control the Narrative willing to risk everything to enter.
I will repeat this until I'm sufficiently leveraged for my personal risk tolerance. Gah. Gah. I actually had somebody comment on one of my other videos. I think this guy was in it, and he commented "guh," and I didn't know what this man meant in the comments until now. Now I understand. That's the soul leaving your body. When your account, when you know that you're gonna be owing money for the rest of your life, and you're not gonna be able to get it back. Gah. It's like something from anime or something they done. Like Avatar: The Last Airbender, when he sucked the he sucked the elements out of that man. Gah.
Entertain us and for a shot at a better life. And for that, Control the Narrative takes his spot with the legends in the S.
He's a legend.
If I was Hayek, though the GameStop fiasco might have you believe that the Wall Street Bets boys are righteous warriors looking to take down the evil short sellers betting against the economy, you could not be more wrong. If you were on Wall Street Bets during the beginning of Corona, you know that there was no lack of degenerates making blood.
It was awful during Corona, as we all know. People were going crazy. Everybody I saw was a trader. I was like, dang, I've been trading 5 years. Y'all over here making big bang. And where'd they go?
Blood money hand over fist.
Sip my tea.
401ks evaporated, businesses collapsed, and people waited in the bread lines. One specifically retarded trader known as If I Was Hayek saw the impending crisis before anyone else could. Expecting the downfall of cruises and theme parks, this lucky degenerate dropped $150,000 into puts on Disney and Carnival. Within days of the bat virus beginning to ravage the United States, If I Was...
Alright, let's be real here though. That wasn't bad thinking to invest in cruises and things like that during the pandemic. They couldn't do cruises, obviously, because no one wanted to, go on a cruise during the pandemic. So it's not bad thinking. Let's get into it. No, I'm just saying the idea was there. The idea was there. I'm thinking the implementation may not have been there.
Hayek's initial investment rocketed to over $4 million. With that kind of money, he could have taken the coward's way out, investing in an S&P Virgin fund and collecting an easy $200,000 per year. However, If I Was Hayek was far from satisfied, holding his puts with diamond hands. You can probably guess where this story goes. In just a month, stimulus packages, PPP loans, and Jerome Powell's money printer destroyed all of his puts, leaving him with $20,000 in a graph that looked like Satan's erection. Truly hilarious. Despite being a very moving story, If I Was Hayek's trade lacks the incredible backstory of some of the other YOLOs on this list. And for that, I think this trade wins itself a place right in the C tier. Anal
Bro went up to what, $2 million to 20,000? You know, every day he wakes up in the morning, punching the air, just. I would. Would you guys not?
Farmer 2. Icarus was so intoxicated by the experience of flight that he flew too close to the sun, his wings melting as he fell into the sea and drowned. Except for Anal Farmer. Those wings were risky out-of-the-money options with 2 days until expiration.
Oh.
Anal Farmer, a mere 19-year-old at the time with $110,000 in his Robinhood account from online business, decided to YOLO all $110,000 on Align Technology call options with merely days until expiration. By some miracle, the next day Align announced accelerated stock buybacks, leading the share price to rocket upwards.
Like, does that sound like insider trading? How would he know? I mean... Maybe it was just luck, but I mean, man, you gotta. How do you know that? And how do you make 110,000 at 19? There's questions, people, but you know, we're not the police around here, so we'll let him do his thing.
In 24 hours, Anal Farmer more than doubled his portfolio, making $180,000 and bringing his Robinhood balance to over $340,000 in total. Thinking logically, recognizing his insane luck, and looking from an outside perspective, Anal Farmer realized he couldn't be satisfied with almost $500,000 at 19 years old. So he made a very wise decision to drop $170,000 into SPY puts expiring the next day. In another stroke of insane...
Alright, if you guys know anything about options, obviously you have a certain amount of time and it gains, and when it expires, if it expires and you haven't reached a certain point that you said the price was going to be at, then you lose everything. So traditionally, while you can make a lot more money the closer something is to expiration date, or you can get better deals on it and things like that, buying a put that's going to expire literally the next day, it's not smart, people. It's not smart. There's nothing smart about buying a put that only has 1 day to expire. I'm going to leave it at that, especially with this amount of risk. That's insane.
Insane luck. The next day, Mango Man announced new tariffs which tanked the entire market. While most traders...
He just called Brown Mango Man. I haven't heard that one. I might have to start using that one myself. Mango Man.
Were considering going long rope, Anal Farmer was sitting on a $277,000 gain, bringing his total portfolio value to $646,000 at just 19 years old. Intoxicated by the prospect of that $1 million screenshot, Anal Farmer let emotions cloud his judgment. Shortly after making more than $500,000 in less than a week, he decided to YOLO $700,000 into out-of-the-money SPY calls expiring in 1 day. For some of you newcomers who may not understand what that means, that's like incomprehensibly retarded. That means every second the share price is below your strike price, you're literally burning money.
Yes.
And his money did burn. $500,000 in fact, leaving him with $200,000 to lose. And over the next few weeks, he did lose approximately $160,000 of his account balance, leaving him with just around $40,000. At this point, down from his high of $750,000, Anal Farmer was left with only 50% of his initial investment. Would that stop him? Of course not. Anal Farmer had developed a plan to regrow his wealth more stably and conservatively that was destined to succeed. What was that plan? To YOLO the remaining $40,000 on call options for a weed stock right before earnings. As you could probably predict, he lost everything. Anal Farmer's YOLO represents a great...
Yo, they're killing me with the sad music. But you know that's what's going on in his head. He's got his mouth, he's all serious, and he's just... tears, just... Yo, risk management, people. If there's anything you can learn from these stock market loss videos that I be doing, and that I'm going to continue to do, man, risk management is everything.
Great, wholesome WallStreetBets YOLO. While the story may not be as remarkable as Control the Narrative or some of the other competitors on this list, it's a beautiful YOLO, and we can't help but tip our hats to Anal Farmer and pray that he didn't commit suicide after going dark on Reddit.
We praying for you over here.
God. In April of 2019, this diamond-handed degenerate bought $26,000 worth of Tesla 450 Leap call options expiring in 2021. To some of the newcomers that may not seem completely insane,
just so you guys know, these people love these options because options are the best way to YOLO. Like, options are the quickest way to just flip money hard, which is what these people are clearly trying to do.
keep in mind, however, that Tesla at the time was trading at around $50 per share. By August, WSB God was down 60% on his position. After losing over $10,000, he did what anyone would do if they were mentally slow. He doubled down on his position and held the line.
Can we
WSB God's case.
Can we just say the person who made this video's roasting abilities are on 10,000? Like, he's like so slick with his roast. Like, he's like one of those passive guys, you know, like everybody's in a room or something, and he just says like little slick stuff. Or if you got like a girl with you and one of the homies is trying to roast, like they just like, oh man, weren't those the socks she was wearing yesterday? Like on the low, like nobody really sees this a roast, but everybody's kind of like, wait, hold on, like that was low key a roast. Like, didn't I let you borrow that shirt last week? Like, oh, that's my shirt, right? Yeah. Oh yeah. They call him L-mans.
He was rewarded. As Tesla mooned through the winter, his initial $40,000 investment grew to over $1.3 million. But of course, that wasn't enough. In January, WSB God bought 120,000 in Tesla calls at the $1,000 strike, expiring in just 2 months. They called him a madman, another delusional autist caught up in the rush of quick gains. What happened? Tesla rocketed to over $900 per share in the next month, bringing WSB God's portfolio value to almost $4.5 million from an initial $40,000 investment. There's some speculation as to whether or not WSB God faked his gains in an attempt to uphold his reputation as the god of Wall Street bets, and for that unfortunate reason, we simply can't offer him a position amongst the true legends. WSB God's YOLO lands himself right in the C tier.
If that's real though,
if there's one
what a
man
YOLO
who has the power to make your calls print, it's Elon Musk. And that was Dedula's plan exactly. After maxing out 2 credit cards and a home equity line of credit, Dedula planned to sit back with $90,000 in Tesla calls and let Elon blast them to Valhalla during the Cybertruck reveal. Except that didn't happen. On Cybertruck launch day, Tesla stock dropped 4% after hours. The next day,
you guys remember that? Elon Musk did the Tesla event, and they were like, oh man, this car is indestructible. These windows are indestructible. Look when I throw this rock or whatever they threw at it. They threw it, the thing just cracked. They all said, this wasn't in planning. Stock market drop.
our hero Dedula decided to live stream the market open to assess the damage. As you can see, he lost almost all of his money, most of which was borrowed from high-interest creditors. Less than a month after the Cybertruck play, Dedula's portfolio was down to less than $30,000, and he was fired from his job. Realizing he needed a more secure job that would give him consistent worry-free W-2 income he could count on, Dedula decided to disregard all of that and start day trading options professionally. In December, Dedula put his faith in Elon once again, dropping 80% of his portfolio into Tesla 400 calls expiring in...
If this don't teach you about risk management and diversification, I don't know what will. Learning from other people's experiences. The YOLO gods are out here.
March. In just 1 week, Dedula made over $80,000 as Elon took Tesla to the moon. In the end, Dedula was able to cash out over $200,000 in profit, paying off his many loans as well as his Model 3 before quitting day trading for good. A heartwarming story that taught us an important lesson. After losing a lot of borrowed money, sometimes it makes sense to leave your real job and YOLO options professionally to make it all back. An idea that many members of WallStreetBets have taken to heart. For a few of them, it's worked kind of. Dedula, you...
Shout out to my boy. Shout out to my boy. He is a YOLO GOAT. He is the GOAT out of all these people. He YOLO'd. He did dumb stuff. He YOLO'd again. It was extremely dumb. He won, but he got out. And he came out with the dub. Ugh. Bank bounce for him. Bank bounce for him. Shout out to the GOAT. He's the GOAT. I like this guy.
You win your place in the B tier. There are very few members of WallStreetBets that are so autistic they force Robinhood to completely change their platform. Irony Man, however, was one. In pursuit of a risk-free arbitrage opportunity, this legend was attempting to trade box spreads. If you don't understand how box spreads work, don't worry. Irony Man didn't know either. All you need to know is that it's what led him to lose over 2,000% of his initial investment. It's also what made Robinhood disable his account and permanently ban box spreads from the platform entirely. This degenerate lost almost 20 times what he initially invested, resulting in this beautiful screenshot and this incredible message from the Robinhood team. It takes a unique trader to lose 20 times their initial investment, change an entire brokerage platform, and get a Robinhood account disabled. Irony Man will forever go down as a legend in WallStreetBets history, and for that, he takes his place in the S tier.
He changed the game.
Fucking value. How could we possibly make a tier list for legendary WallStreetBets YOLOs without including the fabled deep fucking value? The YOLO to end all YOLOs. The YOLO that made both Ted Cruz and AOC act like they care about hedge funds screwing retail investors over. A truly iconic moment in WallStreetBets history. For deep...
You guys remember this with GameStop and everything? Like, they were affecting hedge funds. Hedge funds were mad. Everybody was like, the retail trader is finally winning. I was like, bruh, y'all really think y'all can beat out these hedge funds? Like, I don't know why y'all think... I don't get it. They're just like, they're not giving the retail trader a chance to succeed. I was like... YOLO.
Fucking value. His trade began the way most great trades do on WallStreetBets. The perfect combination of Adderall and testosterone-fueled greed. He invested $50,000 into GameStop Leap call options as the stock tanked to its lowest level in history. With diamond hands, words like negative cash flow and bankruptcy just could not shake this stubborn degenerate, despite many other WallStreetBets members calling him crazy and retarded. Crazy retard. Deep fucking value held the line like no other than Michael buried him.
Oh, you guys remember that? They were like, hold the line. It was like 300 Spartans. How? They're like, hold the line. They was just getting pushed back, hold the line. They was losing all this money, taking all these bullets. Hold the line. Ain't nobody holding the line now. Everybody sold. They try to do that with Bitcoin too. Just hold the line. As long as no one sells, we're all good. Nah, I'm selling, bro.
Fast forward to a few months ago. GameStop started to gain some momentum. New spikes in online sales and strategic partnerships with Microsoft began to drive the share price up. That's when a new theory emerged on WallStreetBets. One that would revolutionize the GameStop option play. The fabled short squeeze. The idea that when a stock has a high enough short ratio, a rapid upward pressure in share price would cause short sellers to buy back into their positions, causing the price to go up, causing more short sellers to buy back, causing the price to go up, and ultimately causing a chain reaction of complete and utter degeneracy. GameStop's rally to 400 brought Deep Fucking Value's initial $50,000 investment to over $40 million. Now this story isn't over yet. We've seen many great legends let their pride become their downfall.
These guys are legends, yo. Legends at being retarded.
The prospect of $1 million blinded him to the fact that he was a complete retard trading options on Robinhood. However, regardless of what happens to Deep Fucking Value's portfolio when this is all over, he has absolutely earned
like the music
among WallStreetBets legends in the S tier. Each one of these YOLOs has molded WallStreetBets into the flourishing and vibrant place it is now. To each and every one of the legends on this list, I commend thee. And to the degenerates watching this video, giddy with Robinhood in hand, I wish you nothing but green accounts and one-way rockets to the moon.
I'm inspired. Is anyone
on April 24th?
Is anyone else just inspired to chuck their entire bank account during this video? Ha! Man, but shout out to all these legends and all the money they lost. Shout out to dude who made this video so we could all see these great Wall Street YOLOs. Now, I'm going to leave y'all to it. Y'all enjoy y'all day. Have a great day. Use the stop loss, people. Don't be like these people. But if you do mess around and throw, like, you know what I'm saying, high leveraged options on the table, you get you a little milli. Don't forget who sent you. You know what I'm saying. Now, y'all have a good day. Goodbye.